The reason why people don't build resiliency is because they're never given the opportunity of a challenge. So if you think of challenges are like the weight on a bench, where you start off with very light weight and you keep building gradually. Your mind is the same way in terms of building your mental muscle, where it needs that resistance of life, but gradually. It's a gradual build-up. So you can handle the responsibility of life, which are the weights that are added as you grow. So when you understand that concept, that life has a natural progression of building your resilience to it. If you're given too much convenience and everything is handed to you, what happens? You never build that resiliency gradually. So you never become a formidable challenger to life, where life can break you, because you were never equipped and trained properly. So the weight comes all together. So imagine somebody who can only handle 50 pounds because they're so weak, and you put on them 200 pounds of life. So the stressor of the weight is going to break their arms. If you compare that to modern day depression, the convenience of everything creates a lack of friction, which spoils the person so much that they get on the bench and they never lift. They don't work out their mind to where it needs to be able to handle that responsibility when it comes. So depression is connected with the stressors of life. There was a study that was done, and they said within a 1 month period, if there wasn't any main stressors that happened in life, a person developed a 1% chance of developing depression. Versus if 3 events happened, then they have a 24% chance of developing depression. So what that tells you is understanding when you can get yourself to such a point where you build your mental muscle through the challenges of life at each phase of life, that you're not given too much convenience and you're not hit really hard by life. Both sides can stunt your growth. So if a person is taken through life and they're just given enough responsibility, which is the weight on the bench, to practice in terms of building that mental muscle, which is the resilience, which is the discipline to be able to handle life, they'll get to a point where they always apply their skill set in each stage and actually create success. That success now creates an affinity, a pleasure, a drive, a desire to enjoy life and to enjoy taking on the challenges of life. Because when I take on the challenges, I'm gonna succeed. And if I don't succeed, I have enough resiliency because I've trained myself really well to be able to persevere when I bend at my knees to the challenge. But I get back up if I fall down, because I've built my resiliency to life.